Hey everybody, it's Ed from the Whiskey Tangent Podcast, and we're doing something special for you today in honor of the upcoming Kentucky Derby. We're going to make a mint julep. We got the official bourbon of the Kentucky Derby with us, and Scott's going to tell you how we put it together.
Yeah, we got Woodford Reserve, which is the, as Ed said, the official bourbon of the Kentucky Derby, and the mint julep, which is the official drink of the Kentucky Derby. And this is the recipe that is on the Woodford Reserve website. So this is how you make a mint julep.
Whiskey short.
And through the magic of television, this is not television, through the magic of podcasting, we actually have the drinks already made.
Yeah, look at that. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing
how did we make them, Scott? What is the official recipe on the Woodford Reserve website?
The official recipe is you take 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, which I made my own earlier today. It's just a cup of sugar and a cup of water, and you boil it on the stove and then let it cool. It's that simple. That's why they call it simple syrup.
There we go.
Hey, I just got that. 1/2 ounce of that, 2 ounces of Woodford Reserve bourbon.
Tremendous. You got me right. I'm with you.
But the biggest part I forgot, the first thing you do is you take some fresh mint and you smack it against your hand, which is what the guy did in the video. He smacked against his hand to express the oils, and then you rub it around the inside of the glass. Now, a lot of recipes I've seen actually put the mint in the glass and you muddle it to get all the oils. But this was just kind of
Right, yeah, he just kind of coated the inside of the glass with the mint.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Yeah, so we did that. We put in the simple syrup and then the bourbon and some crushed ice, and then you stir it.
Right.
And that's it. And then
So
we have
here
the drink.
I'm going to try it right now.
I'm not sure that either of us have ever had a mint julep.
I've never
before.
had a mint julep in my life. I can
Yeah.
tell you that right now.
Yeah.
This will be my first. Here we
All
go.
right.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers, America.
Okay, it's very sweet
Very
because
sweet.
of the
Very sweet.
simple syrup and
There's-
the.
Yeah, there's no way we would have put that much simple syrup in if we were making it ourselves, but we followed their recipe.
Yeah, I feel that this is very mint light.
Yeah, very light on the mint. I smell mint,
Yeah.
but I think that's more from having mint all over the room while we were preparing it, more than having it in my glass. I feel
Yeah.
like,
And we did put a sprig of it in on
Right.
top.
yeah, I have a piece of mint in my drink right now, and it still is not really minty.
No, do you think we should make another one where we actually muddle the mint? An unofficial one?
I think we're going to have to try it because, I mean, I don't really taste mint right now. I taste simple syrup and bourbon, which, hey,
Yeah.
that's not a bad thing to taste, but
And just a tiny little bit of herbaceous quality, but not mint.
yeah,
Not mint.
I'm not even getting a real smell from my glass with mint.
No, this is sort of disappointing.
Yeah, it's very unmint. Like, I was expecting it to be real minty and me to hate it. As it is, it's unminty, and it's just,
It's just sugared bourbon.
right, it's like a bad old fashioned at this point.
It's
That's
true.
what I'm feeling
I
with
would have
it.
put some bitters in there and some orange.
Yeah, I mean, with so much we would have done to make this
Yeah.
better. So, yeah, we're going to,
Yeah, let's
let's pause for a minute, and we'll come back, and we'll make a second batch.
yeah, awesome.
Do-over.
So we're back, and we've made another batch. The first one was so sweet. We were talking about, it's like if 10-year-olds had drinks made for them, that's what it would taste like. It was like candy and whiskey.
It was.
It was terrible.
It was a drink for a child.
It was, if children drank. And no, we're not advocating that children drink.
No. That
So
would be, that
please
would be wrong.
save your letters. Don't know letter. Who writes letters nowadays? Save your angry emails.
Save your tweets.
So we're back with the next batch. This time what we did is follow the recipe exactly as before, except this time we muddled some mint in the bottom of the glass, added the simple syrup to it at that point, and kind of muddled that all together. Then put in the 2 ounces of bourbon and
Left the mint in the glass and then put the ice on top.
put the ice on top.
so-
And here we are. So
Yeah. I mean, it's better. It's less sweet.
Yeah.
I'm still not getting a crazy amount of mint, but I can taste the mint. There's an herbal,
I mean,
minty flavor. I mean, it's not going to
my
be.
glass is full of mint, and I'm still not tasting as much mint as I
well,
expected.
It's not going to be like a mint gum.
No, but like if you ever have a piece of mint in your iced tea, it's all you taste. It like ruins the whole thing, in my opinion. People who love mint iced tea, good for you. But for me, I just feel like it dominates the taste. And yet here, maybe the alcohol tempers it,
Maybe.
or maybe
We've never had a mint julep before, so I'm not really sure what it's supposed to taste like.
maybe we're doing it wrong.
Yeah, maybe this should be called "How Not to Make a Mint Julep."
Possibly. I mean, once again, this is better. I guess the extra mint has kind of taken some of the sweetness away, and that's what we're having a battle between the simple syrup and the mint,
Right.
or the earthiness of the mint.
Yeah, I think that is what's happening. So I looked up some mint julep facts because
Of course, you did.
I was curious as to where the word julep came from, because that's an odd word. And it turns out that there was a drink in the Middle East called julab.
Watch yourself.
Julab. Julab, I believe. Yeah, julab. And it was made with water and rose petals. So in the Mediterranean, when the drink made it to there, they made a mint julab. And
Okay.
then through the centuries, it became mint julep.
Interesting. I wonder what the first liquor was that they used,
That's a good question.
and how it got to be a drink in Kentucky to the point where it's the official drink of the Kentucky Derby.
Right. So I believe it was a senator, Henry Clay. You know Henry Clay, right?
I do.
He was the one who popularized it in Washington, D.C., the Round Robin Bar. It became the official drink of Kentucky Derby in 1983. Supposed to be like a snow cone. See, we didn't do that either. Recipes put a bunch of crushed ice on top. After you've already put crushed ice in it and stirred it, you're about to serve the drink. You put a ton of crushed ice on top and some more mint at the top of it so that it's like a snow cone. I didn't want to do that. Ooh, Teddy Roosevelt has a recipe, and that's the one where they muddle the mint until it's like a paste.
See, I bet I would taste mint then.
I bet you would. But we're not going to make a third one because we have to
We have a bigger fish to fly. Bigger fish to fly.
fly.
So bigger fish to fry tonight. So as a side note, maybe down the road we'll do this as well at the Preakness Estates in Baltimore, Maryland. The official drink is the Black Eyed Susie, and that's also made with whiskey and a whole lot of other stuff. But that's for another day. Anything else? Closing thoughts that you can edit together and make it sound good? Clover's had a hit with one mint julep. I remember back in the 50s, I think.
They did. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah.
Ray Charles' Ode to the Mint Julep was a chart topper.
Wait, Ray Charles had a hit with it too?
Well, Ray Charles covered the tune.
Oh.
So the Clovers came out with it first, and then Ray Charles covered it 10 years later.
So listen, here's my final thoughts on the mint julep. If you're having a Kentucky Derby party, which a lot of people do for no other reason than an excuse to have a party, and we're behind that all the time. If you're going to have a Kentucky Derby party and you want to whip up a couple batches of mint juleps for everybody, I say cut back a little bit on the simple syrup. It makes it a little bit too sweet, and definitely pump up the mint.
Definitely pump
Because
up
people
the
are going to want to taste mint in their mouth because they've never had a mint julep, just like Scott and I never had a mint julep.
Right. I mean, mint julep, it's the first word of the drink, and
Right.
we're hardly tasting any of it.
Very light
All
on
I'm
the mint.
tasting is julep.
Yes. So enjoy your mint juleps. If you want to give it a try, just go online. There's dozens of recipes, but basically it's simple sugar, it's bourbon whiskey, and it's mint.
And ice.
Of course there's ice. Yeah, ice.